Okay, so I'm gonna be working problem number 8 on your day 8 homework, and this problem is something that I guess most people can relate to. Okay, because it talks about buying a CD at a discounted price. So I'm gonna just go ahead and work out the problem using the multiplication of decimals. Okay, and there's different ways you can solve this problem, but I think in this particular situation, the multiplication of decimals is probably the better approach. Okay, so the problem reads: Mr. Alvarado bought a CD for 40% off. So I know that I'm talking about 40% off. Okay. It also says that the regular price is of $21. So 40% of $21. Okay. And this is not including tax. Now tax in itself is the same. It's the same process, except you're dealing with a much smaller percent. But in order to calculate tax, you still follow the same process. Okay. But in this case, you're not including tax. So then it says the next day it was on sale for 70% off its regular price. How much money would he have saved if he had waited it to buy the CD? So first of all, you have to calculate 40% off, and then you have to calculate 70% off. 70% off of $21. So basically what the problem is asking you is which day was it a better buy, and how much money would he have saved? Okay, so obviously just by knowing percents, I know if I get a bigger discount, this is gonna be the better buy, right? But the question is not asking you that, it's asking you how much money would he have saved. So you still have to calculate that amount. So in order to solve this problem, I'm gonna turn this decimal into percent. I'm gonna turn this percent into decimal by moving my decimal space, right? Now, I've also told you at the beginning of the year that the word of should prompt you to multiply. Okay? So 0.40 or 0.4, okay, times 21, and that should give me the answer. Okay? Now, this is just calculating the discount. It's not calculating how much he actually paid for it. Okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. Every time it says percent off, that piece that you're calculating is only referring to the discount. So in this case, somebody help me out real quick. Go ahead and do that with your calculator.
480.
It's
$8.40.
$8.
It's 860.
8.40.
$8.40. Okay. So the 40% off is only $8.40. Okay, that's the discount. That's not how much they paid for it. Okay. So if I wanted to find out how much he paid for it, I would subtract the 21 minus the 840, which gives me what? Okay, so you're doing this at home, working it out at your own, in your own homework sheet. You just subtract 21 minus 840, and that gives me
8.19. $8.19.
21 minus 840. Okay, so you want to think about it like that. That should give me
12.6.
819.
8.19.
12.6. Okay, that's how much he ended up paying for it here. Now, if you follow the same process down here, I'm going to turn this into decimal. Of means to multiply, right? 70% of 21. So in this case, 0.7 times 21 gives me
14.7.
14.7. Okay, so remember, this is the discount. This process is the discount. How much was discounted? So again, this process was the discount. So in this case, they discounted 14.70. And if you subtract that from 21, it'll tell you how much you paid for it. Which gives me
6.3.
6.30. Okay, so when they bought the CD at 70% off, they bought it for $6.30. When they had it at 40% off, he would have paid $12.60. So then, let's read back the question when it's asking you, how much money would he have saved if he waited to buy it at 70% off? So if it's asking you how much he would have saved, all you really gotta do is calculate the difference between here and here. Here's where he bought it. Here's what it would have been. So then you just subtract these two. Okay? So, let me see. I'm gonna do it up here real quick. And I'm gonna call it money saved. Or money could have saved. So I'm gonna subtract 1260 minus 630, and that's gonna give me
6.30.
$6.30. Okay, and that is my actual answer. Okay, again, very important that you break down the information like I did, but you always refer back to the original question. Okay, when you're dealing with multiple choice questions, it's a lot easier, but at the end, you know, if you're still not reading it carefully, you could end up with the wrong answer. Okay. So in this case, again, it was asking you how much money would he have saved between here and here. We always knew from the beginning of the problem that this was the better buy, but not exactly how much he would have saved. So referring back to the breakdown of the problem, okay, it was a lot easier to calculate at the end. One of the processes that I definitely wanted to focus on was how do you calculate percent from a number, okay? And in this case, I went the decimal route, and to me it was a lot easier, okay? It was just a matter of you doing the calculation. So I hope this video helped. You can use this video to calculate other percents, but you still have to, like I said, have to break down the problem. I posted a link somewhere in my page that also breaks down how do you calculate percent, but other than following this process, you can apply this process to other problems too, okay? So hope this video helped. Go ahead and email me if you have any questions, and